Look what arrived! My favorite sight, nearly. Oh, my excuse is that it's my anniversary very, very soon, so, you know, has to be celebrated. Let's open it up. Look who's peeking out there. Let's open it up and see what's inside. It's very loosely wrapped, which is nice. I have gotten a few trees from this company before. Look, looking a little bit dusty. Let's get them out of there safely. Look, it's such a beauty. I've nearly got it out. It was wrapped so beautifully. Look! Oh my goodness! There's already fruit on him. Oh my goodness! Oh, and there's more up here. Wow! Oh, this is so exciting. I really, really hope he gets looked after when I'm away on holiday. Oh, okay. Let's get him out of there completely. He's looking so beautiful. If a bit dusty, to be fair. I think he needs a bit of a shower in the rain. That should come soon enough. Oh my goodness. This is like the best treat ever. Just look at him. He's got so many beautiful, beautiful developing fruits on him. There's two there. Let's look here. That one. And then his little brother over there. And then there's like one over here. And then there's one on the other side. Over there. And then there are three on this area here. Ah, and he looks so amazingly healthy. So this guy right next to him is actually the tree I bought last year, in April last year, so just over a year ago now, from the same company. And the amazing thing about this one having fruit on already is because after a year of growing this one and nurturing it and everything, because it grew really quite well, you can see it's a beautiful tree. It was meant to be a Sanguinello orange tree, a blood orange tree, but it turned out it was actually a navel orange tree. And because it's been so cold this year, it's full of flower buds, but they just have not even opened up yet. But it's fine, it doesn't matter when it starts flowering because it's going to overwinter in the house and it'll be absolutely fine. It won't get cold or anything. But yeah, it's grown so beautifully, so I'm still really happy I have it, even though it was mislabeled. But you can see that this is from the same place I bought this one. And so obviously they do grow quickly, I suppose, depending on the cultivars and everything. We'll see how fast this one grows. This one is a really special one. I was really excited to see it available here. I've just moved him over to a safer spot where he's going to be nicely anchored by lots of beautiful pots of different kinds of strawberries. Like over here we have some white strawberries, which are pine berries. They have a bit of a pineapple flavor to them. And we also have some framberries, which are red strawberries that have a bit of a raspberry flavor to them. Just lots of little pots that will keep this guy safely anchored until he needs moving. I'm going to keep him out here until autumn, and then he'll go inside for winter, so he'll never get like waterlogged, or he shouldn't anyhow, and certainly not cold. They're not super hardy, these guys. They're hardy down to about 5 degrees Celsius, so maybe a bit more frost sensitive. But what he is, he's an Archibald citrus, and he's actually a really interesting one in my opinion. He's quite unusual here. He's got these beautiful colors, beautiful stripes there, which also is why he's called the rainbow orange. And he's also known as the blood Meyer lemon because he is a hybrid of hybrids. So he's essentially a hybrid of a Meyer lemon and a double blood orange, or doppio sanguino. And as far as I understand, those two parents are hybrids themselves. So the Meyer lemon is a hybrid of a lemon and a mandarin. And then you've got, I think it's a mandarin pomelo. And then you've got the double blood orange, which is supposed to be a hybrid of a Moro and a Tarocco blood orange. So super interesting parentage there. And the Meyer lemon is known for being the sweetest lemon, as far as I understand. So, and also it's a very round one too. So this one has that kind of shape to it. So it's just going to be so exciting to see how these fruits develop and when they start getting lovely stripes, and just really be interesting. And I look forward to tasting them too. That's not going to happen for ages. But yeah, it's a really good looking tree. It's got lots of beautiful new growth coming too. so many of these little orange lemons, lemon oranges. So lots and lots of fun. I really hope he holds on to all the fruit. His soil, as I said, looks good. It's nice and sort of damp. So, I mean, he'll probably get rained on quite soon. So they'll give him a nice little wash and get all the dust dusted off him. But if not, I will keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't dry out, because they want to stay this kind of moist here, this moisture level, especially during the summer. And he'll go on to the feeding schedule I have with the others. I just fed all the other citruses yesterday, not last week, yesterday. And so he'll go into that feeding schedule too. It's always easy when they're all on the same schedule. You can just do one big mix of my summer feed. But yeah, he's a gorgeous one. I'm really, really happy with him. Ugh. And such an unusual one. I mean, just look at the stripes there. It's not the best picture, but really, really, really pretty. And yeah, so they say the flavor is supposed to be like on the sour side of sweet. So it's a sweet sour one, but you're more sour than sweet, I suppose. And of course, I like sour flavors, so I'm not worried about that at all. It would just be really interesting to see how he is. And I also hope that he's going to have pink flesh. I think he's supposed to have kind of at least a bit of reddishness there, because he is, of course, you know, really lots of blood orange in him. So that will be really, really nice. But time will tell, and I do think they're mainly grown for the ornamental purposes because they're so pretty. But it'll be fun to eat them too. And it's so nice that there are so many of them on it. That's just so exciting. But yes, I really am looking forward to showing you how they develop and how they turn out and how they start getting their stripes. So I will keep you updated with their progress. And I hope they'll be happy here. I'm going to actually give them some covering down there. Try to find some pine cones to mulch it with, because that should help keep them from drying out too much. But I'll leave you now. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.